This is a difficult question to answer. What if the sun exploded today? I think it would be cool to see so many stars and imagine our galaxy from a completely different angle. Plus, it's rare that we ever get the opportunity to watch something like this with our own eyes when it happens. There is a scientific theory called the Big Rip that suggests the universe is going through a process of continuous expansion and contraction. It's a plausible scenario, which would see our sun exploding, resulting in a big rip. Theoretically, it would cause the Earth to slowly fall into the sun. That star at the center of our solar system, that ball of nuclear plasma that provides us with heat and energy and amazing complexions. Well, it's a ticking time bomb. These are all things that are commonly taken for granted until they are gone. The sun is getting older and it appears to be getting smaller every day, which means it has less time left before it blows up. The sun is about 10 billion years old, but it will only be around for another 5 billion more years. Over time, the sun becomes larger and larger. As it starts out as a baby star, then it will stop blowing off heat and turn into a red giant. Finally, it cools to become a white dwarf, the dying star, which will cool for many billions of years. It feels a bit strange to imagine what it would be like to watch the sun blow up before your very eyes, but nevertheless, it's something that many people are thinking about these days. Many people think that we can't do anything about climate change, but there is an optimistic group of individuals that believe that humanity will reach Mars and beyond before the sun blows up. With the name supernova, you'd be expecting a solar explosion to be one of the most magnificent fireworks shows the world has ever seen. However, because these are solar explosions, they are not visible to the naked eye. The sun is 93 million miles away from Earth, and it takes around 8 minutes for light from the sun to reach us. While that may seem like a long distance in supernova terms, we don't stand a chance. For Earth to be completely safe from a supernova, we'd need to be at least 50 to 100 light-years away. But the good news is that, if the sun were to explode tomorrow, the resulting shockwave wouldn't be strong enough to destroy the whole Earth. The side facing the sun would boil away instantly and quickly vent into space before any significant damage was done. The other half of the Earth would experience a rise in temperature that would be 15 times hotter than the current surface temperature of the sun, and permanent darkness. Without the sun's mass keeping us in orbit, Earth would likely start floating off into space, while its remaining inhabitants desperately struggle to stay alive as their vibrant planet slowly dies. There is a chance that our planet could lock into orbit around another star that might provide the same light and heat as our sun. But this is unlikely to happen, as we would all be long gone by the time it does. If we knew in advance the day that the sun would explode, then we could buy ourselves as many as 1,000 years of time, provided we had the resources to sustain ourselves for that long. If it happened to be 10 billion years ago, then it would take more than $1 trillion to buy us enough time. Just a few meters below the ground, the Earth is maintaining a temperature of about 17 degrees Celsius. Earth's heat is generated by its nuclear reactions that are happening all around us. In the event of a doomsday scenario, if humanity had enough time to prepare, we could live underground in fortified bunkers. In the event of an explosion, the temperature on Earth would drop to -18 degrees Celsius within a week's time after impact. Within a year, temperatures would plummet to about -73 degrees Celsius. This would be the point in which the oceans began to freeze from the top down. It would take 1,000 years for Earth's atmosphere to freeze and collapse and leave the planet vulnerable to cosmic radiation and meteor impacts, but we hope that by that time we will have found a new home world. The good news is that even though the sun will eventually explode, it won't happen overnight. It will take thousands of years for the sun to essentially die, and only then will it be a long, slow, arduous process to occur over billions of years. The sun is one of the largest objects in the solar system and will continue to increase in size as it gets warmer and brighter. During this process, it will lose its outer layers to the cosmos, leading to the creation of other stars and planets in the same way that the violent burst of the Big Bang created Earth. Maybe what we don't know about the world and its future is what makes it so exciting. Who knows what might happen in the next 100 years? It's definitely something worth exploring. Although it is difficult to predict how our galaxy will look billions of years from now, our solar system, with its golden sun always looming over the horizon, is an anchor for both the celestial body and the earthly creatures that inhabit it. But one day, in the distant future, the sun will expand and shrink to allow room for another star to take its place. If by some miracle, humanity still exists at that point, where might we be living? There are many theories about this question. Some believe that by then humans might have gone extinct due to our own actions on Earth. Others theorize that others will have taken over the Earth with their superior intelligence or technology.